Greetings everybody. I want to spend a little bit of time to show you how to change a mini blind, a tilt control mechanism that's been broken by a tenant or for some other reason. You do not have to throw the whole blind away when a tilt control has simply been mistreated or broken. If you'll come a little closer, I'd like to show you exactly how to remove it with just a simple tool, and that being a flathead screwdriver. We sell these tilt control mechanisms, by the way, at King Industries, in packs of 10, 20, and 50 pieces. And they're very easy to change out, and of course much more cost effective than having to buy new blinds. I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver that I spoke of, and we're going to pry this out. If you can get a good look at the end of this headrail, you'll see little notches in this plastic right here. The tilt control mechanism becomes locked underneath these protrusions because they have an opposite fitting part that causes them to be very snug under here, and they're not able to come up above this rib, at least not without some friendly persuasion. So I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver and I need to dislodge the ribs here from the tilt control. And if you can see that I've done that already on the back side, the mini blind's facing me. I've done that on the back side, and now I'm simply going to go in to the front side and do the same thing. And it's now totally dislodged. It's going to simply slide out to my left hand here, out the end of the headrail. But it's going to be a little bit hard to do because we have roller bars here. These black bars run through the horizontal width of the headrail, and they're nestled inside carriage holders that don't hold those balls tight, but they do hold them somewhat snugly. So I'm going to take my same flathead I used earlier after this has been dislodged. I'm going to simply pop that very carefully up out of the carriage holder. Now if you'll come over and see, you want to make sure this is nice and loose and free, because if it's not, the fact that this is being still held in place could cause this rod to develop quite a bend to it. So I'm going to go with my flathead underneath the second roller bar to my right, your left, and I'm going to simply pop that up with the flathead. At that point then I have plenty of looseness, if you will, in the rod to allow me to slide this right out the edge of the headrail as I spoke of earlier. In its place, I simply insert the new tilt control mechanism inside the headrail. Now, if you did purchase your mini blinds from another source, another company other than King Industries, hopefully these would even work for you, but we certainly can't promise that. Certainly any controls that we sell and furnish for you, we will make sure that we get you the right ones that fit our window blinds. And that's true of whether it be vertical blinds, 2-inch faux wood blinds, the mini blind series of the basic vinyl, the premium vinyl, and the 8-gauge aluminum. I'm going to simply slide this back on to this rod, but I've got, if you'll see, looking inside the bare headrail, there's nothing there except a hole to house the tilt control mechanism. You really can't slide this in the edge. You just kind of come where that's going to need to fall in the hole. Now I'm simply going to push that straight down, not using a great deal of force, but you have to be firm. And it's not really wanting to quite go in yet. And if you take a quick look at what's going on over in the rest of my mini blind, it looks like I just broke it trying to get that in there. As long as you're not extremely aggressive with the blind, you have nothing to worry about. You do just want to be very careful. I'm going to turn it back up. And what's happened is my tilt control mechanisms has perfectly fit within the hole that it's meant for. But I didn't make sure that my roller bars were perfectly lined up. So I'm gonna take this out just a little bit, and instead of pushing it, get my flathead in there again, and be gentle. You'll have to be firm. Now you can see that my tilt rod, hopefully you can see this, my tilt rod's pretty much settled down, and I can see that this first roller bar is snug inside its cradle. But this one is being stubborn on me. Now I'm simply going to take my thumb and make sure that he fits down inside that housing like the other two currently are. Now I can proceed and firmly pop that into place. With that, you have virtually a new blind and therefore no need to replace your mini blind. Thanks for watching the video today. I hope this has been of some help to you. Don't hesitate to contact us here at King Industries if you have any further questions. Our toll-free phone number is 800-506-5464, or you can reach us at kingindustriesinc.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.